Well, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, October 23rd, and we have some birthdays today because today is Ryder Wasson, Wasson, Ryder. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryder. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Heidi Lily, Lilley, Heidi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heidi. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Tina Smith. I don't have to spell that out. We all know how to spell Smith. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tina. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Nick's birthday's today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a great, great birthday today. We have one anniversary because today is Tom and Linda Gibson's 54th anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary. I don't know what just popped in my mind just now, but I forgot to check the mail today. I'm just realizing it's like, so I gotta, because I was out. Jim and I were out and about already. Oh, anyway, Tom and Linda, have a great anniversary. We had to go to Lowe's because I had to get some bird food. I had used the last of my little suet packs. I put carrot, Edie over at Edie's Adventures got me a bird feeder that lights up. It's got a solar thing on the chimney of the little birdhouse. And I was noticing last night when it's full, obviously there's no light because it's full and you can't see it. Duh. But I was noticing last night. And in the winter, I usually don't put bird seed in the feeders because I just don't. I don't know why. Because I don't know. I just don't. But I always put the suet out because I figure that's a little bit more nutritious for them. So then I'm going to treat my birds because we had to get a couple more lights. We didn't realize that we have lights on the side of the house too because David did come over yesterday and programmed the lights. We figured out what I was doing wrong is when I was reading the directions, it said to turn the devices off and then screw in the light bulbs. But then it didn't tell me to turn the lights back on, but duh, I should have realized that. I know I say that a lot, duh. But anyway, I didn't turn the lights back on, so we couldn't get it to connect to Wi-Fi because they weren't on. So then David come flipped the switch on and got it all added on. So we have the two coach lights on the garage, and then we had the porch light. But then we forgot about, we have the lights on the side of the house. We have a couple lights on the soffits that are on the same light switch as the porch light. So when you put the porch light on, the porch light comes on and then the soffit lights come on. Well, I have put it on a timer so that the lights will just automatically come on and turn off. But obviously the two soffit lights didn't have a Wi-Fi connection, so we had to go buy some lights for that. And then Jimmy loves The Grinch, and when we were at Lowe's, they have this display. Oh, and he loves The Year Without a Santa Claus with Cornelius and all them people. And here's a little clip of what I sent to Jimmy. I told Jimmy he needs to put that out in the front of his house for Christmas. And he said, yeah, do you have $3,000? Because that's about how much it would cost. And then I think the what do you call it? The Year Without a Santa Claus outside stuff was almost $3,000 by the time you bought the Big Bear and Cornelius and all of them. And then the Grinch would go in the house. Well, you could put it outside too, but that would have been about $1,500. That's almost $5,000 for display. So if anybody sees that display out on their lawn, know that they paid a pretty penny for that. Although it was really cool. It really, really was cool. If I won the lottery or something, I definitely would get it. I definitely would. It was beyond cool. So we got that. We got my bird food. And then there was these two ladies. They were my age. I would like to call them old ladies because I'm an old lady. I guess I can. And they bought all this stuff, and they were trying to figure out a way to put it in their little tiny car. It really was a clown car. It was smaller than my car. And so when we saw them trying to put the stuff in the car, and we went and put our stuff in the car, and then I was bringing the cart back to the corral, and they were still trying, and I was going to go help them, and I'm thinking they're probably going to think, you're just as old as me. Why do you even want to try to help? So as I was going back to tell Jim he should go help them, some man did stop and help them because there was no way they were, even I could see that they weren't going to do it the way they were doing it. It could be done. It was very feasible to be done, but not the way they were doing it. It just, no, it was not going to be happening. So, anyway, what else? So we just did that, and then we came back, and then I was trying to call. It's time for Jim's colonoscopy, but the doctor that we usually use to do our colonoscopy, mine is due in April, but his is due in November. He always had his done before me. And, but the doctor that we usually go to was moved out of state. So I had to call my doctor to get a referral to go to another doctor. And, of course, you're always on hold, and then they're going to call you back and all that good stuff. So now we're just waiting for the doctor to write the orders for us to go to another doctor so that he can schedule that. So I forgot that I have that coming up. I have my bone density and my thyroid ultrasound coming up next month. And my mammogram, I have to go back and have my left breast done again. I knew that when she was doing it, it wasn't right. And not that I do it all. I mean, I do it every year. But I just had a feeling the way she was having me stand in position that she wasn't going to get a good shot. And so even when she was done, I even said, did you look at the x-rays to make sure that you saw what you wanted to see? Because I'd rather just do it now than have to come back. And she says, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So then I got a letter from my doctor yesterday and through my email telling me that they couldn't read my left side, that I need to go back and have it done again. I thought, I don't know why people just don't like jerking. I realize that they're the ones that have all the education and that, but I know my body and I know how I felt, and I knew that that wasn't right. It's not like it was my first time being there. I'm 75. I've been having mammograms done since I was like 40. So I've had quite a few in my day, and so I could tell that it wasn't right. And TMI, I'm very small-breasted, so it's harder for them to get enough into the plate. And I always tell them you need to use a smaller plate, and they never start off with the smaller plate. And I get so annoyed because we always inevitably end up with the smaller plate. So it's like, listen to me, or put it in the notes or something. I don't know. It just kind of drives me crazy. So I do have to go back for that, which I'm not concerned. The right side was perfect. They said perfectly fine. They didn't see anything abnormalities. But obviously I'm going to go back and get the left one. I think I go November 5th, I think it is, something like that. It's the first week in November. So I'll go and get that done. And then, what else? Oh, yesterday. It's just like, I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any notifications for comments on my video. And I kept thinking, maybe people are ignoring me. Maybe they don't want to have anything to do with me. And I don't know. And then I got busy doing stuff and I didn't pay attention to it because I uploaded my video about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like early. And I don't know, it was about 11 o'clock. And we were watching, what were we watching? Amazing Race. And I thought, I wonder why. And I thought, I'm going to look at my editing and see what I did wrong. Oh, no, I left it on private. Like I was the only one that wanted to see it. So that's why it was so late going up yesterday. So I'm going to make a very conscious effort to make sure that doesn't happen again because that was just like silliness on my part. And then I'm almost done with this book. Oh my gosh, I love this author. I don't know why I didn't get more of these books. What is it called? There it is. It's just captivating me. And I started reading it last night about 1 o'clock in the morning. And because I really wasn't tired. And Jim had already gone to bed. And all of a sudden I heard my grandfather clock chiming for 3 o'clock. And I thought, oh my gosh, I got to get to bed. So I only have like about 50 more pages to go. But I thought, should I finish it? No, I'll wait for it. Because it was like really that good. A lot of times I read a book, I don't like to get to the end. Because I don't want it to end. And this is one of those books, I don't want it to end. It's really that good. And what I like about it is the chapters are short. I don't like a really long chapter. It doesn't have to be like 2 pages, but I don't like them when they go 20 and 25 pages for a chapter. That's just too long for me. But anyway, so I went to bed at 3 o'clock. I fell I couldn't fall asleep, brother. I was going to try thinking, and I'm thinking, usually when I read, it makes me a little bit tired so they can fall asleep. But it just wasn't working. I wasn't falling asleep, and I don't know what the deal was. So I thought, oh, should I get up or not? Well, then in my family yesterday, I have out of town family that live. Well, I have my cousin Lenny lives in Nevada, and his wife died yesterday at midnight from MS, and she had a little bit of dementia. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, my other cousin Kevin, whose wife is 62, I think, she passed away from ALS and Alzheimer's. So when I was talking to the family, my cousin Lori, who's like the coordinator for the family, like I'm the coordinator for my family, she's the coordinator for her family, or like the spokesperson or whatever you want to call us, the glue that holds the family together or something, the anchor or whatever. I was telling her that I would, they're not Catholic, and my mother was not Catholic. My mother converted to Catholicism, and but I had told him, I said, I'm going to say a rosary for each of them, at least that much, and I'll probably find out about doing a mass or something. But I said, I'll definitely do a rosary tonight. And then when I got in bed, I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot to say my rosary for that. And I thought, well, I can't fall asleep anyhow. So I said 2 rosaries, and which took me, because I like, not that it doesn't take that long, but it does for me, like, I don't know. For me, it takes a good half hour to say the rosary. I don't know how long other people take. I just like to dwell or meditate or whatever the word is. I just like to consume or something. But anyway, so I said the first rosary for my cousin Lenny, and then I thought, I'm going to try to fall asleep, and I'll just do the other rosary in the morning. And then I couldn't fall asleep. So I thought, okay, so now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, should I get up and just read the rest of the book? And I thought, no, I'm going to read it tomorrow and get finished with it tomorrow. And I thought, no. And so then I'm in my mind, like, what am I going to do? And then I thought, you know what? I'll just get up and go to the bathroom. I'll come back to bed and I'll be able to go to sleep. So I went up, went to the bathroom, got back in bed, tossed and turned. So about 4:30, I thought, might as well say the rosary for Kevin's wife now. So I said another rosary. And then it got to be 5:30. And I thought, oh my gosh, I got to fall asleep now. So then I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep, tossing and turning, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I was like wide awake. I was just like wide awake. And I thought, what did I have to eat today? I didn't have any caffeine yesterday. I ate at a normal time. Just had normal food. Nothing like, I didn't have any like processed carbs. I had like, what did I have? Well, maybe I had some cheese. I had some ham. I had some avocado, tomatoes, and some cucumbers. But I didn't have caffeine, so I couldn't figure it out. So I just kept tossing and turning. And then with the new lights, we have timers on it. And so I thought, I want to make sure the lights actually do turn off. I'm awake anyhow. So at 8 o'clock, because that's what time I scheduled the lights to turn off, I was watching my Ring camera, and I watched the lights turn off at 8 o'clock. And then 9:30, Jim got up. And I said, oh my gosh, I said, I have not slept at all last night. I might have slept for like 5 minutes here or 5 minutes there. I said, but at some point I was even memorizing. I started with Jim's mother, like Eleanor Marie Carrico was born on July 9th, 1925. Muriel June Fatherby. I went through my whole family, Jim's side, my side, nieces, nephews, grandkids, the whole bit, thinking that, if I, like counting sheep. No, that didn't work. That didn't work either. So then I thought, what else can I think about? And I thought, no, don't think about anything. Just lay here. That didn't work either. So then Jim got up at 9:30, and I thought, I might as well just get up. And then I fell asleep. Sound asleep. And I woke up at 11. So I got like an hour and a half sleep last night. And you would think I'd be like dragging myself tired right now, and I'm wide awake. I'm just wide awake. I'm all wired. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. It's just so. For breakfast, I had a banana, a glass of orange juice, and an ounce of cheese. And then I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. I asked Jim what he wants, and he's not really sure, and he doesn't know what he wants either. So we'll find something in the freezer and pop it in. I have meals in the freezer that I should probably take out and thaw at least. Like I have lasagna and I have spaghetti. I have chili. I think I got pot pie in there. I'll figure something out. I just know I'll figure something out. But Amazing Race, not to ruin anything, but Izzy is not one of my favorites. She just annoys me. She doesn't, she does, she gets upset too easily. And when people are playing the game the same way she would play the game if she had the opportunity, she gets mad because it just doesn't work in her favor. So she got me annoyed. And then and then on Survivor, I didn't really care which one went home, but the one went home, I would have rathered it was the other one. You'd have to watch it to know what I'm talking about. There was two people that were really up for elimination. Either one could have gone and it would have been fine with me, but the one that didn't go is one I really wish would have, if I had I would have been leaning towards that one going home, and then that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. Joan and I were texting back and forth because we text back and forth during Survivor. And we talked this morning about Amazing Race. And like I said, I'm going to finish my book. I only got about 50 more pages. And then I'll move on to my next book. I don't know exactly which one I'm going to. I have a Patricia Cornwell and a Stephen King, so I don't know which one I'm going to go on to next. Christy wants to take this book before I turn it into the library because she wants to read it. And then just go from there. So I think that'll do it for today. So until next time.